Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the week of June 10th, 2019. Last week's message was that you actually could monetize your spiritual gifts, right? Your spirituality. Hi little ant, please don't disrupt my video. I don't like to kill things unless it's absolutely necessary. But yes, so I hope that resonated with a lot of you. I hope that you actually got the message that you could, and I hope honestly that you took action, right? Because that's what it comes down to ultimately. I hope you got the message and then you took action and started your channel or your training or whatever. What are the major themes for my fire signs for the week of June 10th, 2019, please? Okay. It's a little windy out today, but beautiful still. 9 circles, unicorn. I got a guardian. The mushroom has come up in all the readings so far. And well, not the tortoise. Tortoise came up in some. But interesting. Okay, angel number 987. Look that up, fire signs. See if that resonates with you. Issues with some relationships this week. You got the 9 circles unicorn. We haven't seen this card in a while. 9 is about endings, completions, right? June, that's what we're talking about. The name of the game in June. Unicorn is also about trusting your instincts and your being honest with yourself, listening to your own intuition, fire signs, and being unique, right? Because unicorns are unique creatures. Being a unicorn everywhere you go, right? Just being authentically you and unapologetically yourself. Then we move into specifically, at work too. So for some of you, that means wearing your hair how you want to wearing the colors that you want, right? Showing up in business how you want to, and being honest in business dealings. Then we got this here mushroom, a bamboo mushroom, about things happening out of the blue, being unconventional. I just told you that. In relationships and at work, there could be some issues with your trying to deviate from the straight and narrow. Bam, there it go. Okay, so last week we were talking about y'all being able to monetize your spirituality. Now we're just saying, be honest with yourself, be willing to bring some things to completion. But some of y'all, in trying to monetize, some of you are actually doing it now, right? You're saying, okay, I got the message, now I'm making it happen. You might have some issues this week with doing something off the beaten path. So as predicted, right, this is not bad, it's expected. People could be telling you like, oh no, don't do that, or you could be seeing some pushback, or you could literally be like, what the heck, now what? You know what I'm saying? How do I make money from this? How do I do this? There could be some issues because you're going off the beaten path, right? You're delving into a world that not everybody does. So the good news is that we anticipate that, we expect that. Get back to it, right? Be patient, because the fisherman is about patience, right? You cannot fish without patience. You ain't gonna catch no fish, right? That's not how it goes. So this is about being patient. This is about doubling down, being grateful for what comes to you, taking the signs as they come. This is a small fish. This may not be the fish that he intended, but guess what? It is a fish nonetheless, and he's grateful. He has his hands out, waiting for it and open to it. So that's the good news, right? Be grateful for all the little signs along the way, all the little fish, and just dive back into it, right? Don't let it deter you. Fishermen are not easily deterred, so embody that spirit. Then you got the 7 bamboo tortoise, which is about patience. This makes sense. Carefully navigating obstacles. Optimism, keeping your eye on the sky, keeping your eyes on the prize, head forward, right? Acquiring wisdom as you go. So here's the thing, you are going to stumble. You're going to stumble. You should really expect that. That's why I like that this came up, honestly. I usually don't welcome guardian cards, but I love this because this is what you needed to hear, right? Because this is going to help you keep going. So the tortoise, look at these rocks. You think these are the first obstacles that he's encountered? No. On his long journey, right? Tortoises can live to be, hundreds of years old. So they expect them. They don't cry, they don't kick rocks. They don't throw tantrums. They just see it, acknowledge it, and carefully navigate it. And they acquire wisdom along the way. Because they have lived so long, they have encountered so many obstacles and so many good things too. they're able to take the wisdom that comes along, the knowledge and the test and the information that comes along with scaling every mountain, with navigating every rock. So it's like, okay, now I know when I come upon this type of rock, this type of obstacle, I know I should go around it. Well, with this size obstacle, I know I should try to go climb over it. With this type, I know I should, put my hand up, my foot on the top of it, and then bear the weight at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Like, not to drag it out, but there's knowledge that you are acquiring along the way that's going to help you, right, get to where you need to be. So don't be scared of the obstacles that you face in trying to start this new spiritual business, because it's still, we was talking about last week. Clearly. Okay, you got the 2 circles, pine. Being honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself. Thinking about what honesty looks like to you, what honesty means to you. It's 555 on that. Changing, anticipating change, y'all. I feel like this is about sacrifice too, because the pine is about being strong, right? Contemplating, writing. Some of you write out, what you want to accomplish. Write out your goals, affirmations, a business plan, even for some of you. But I feel like this is also about being willing to sacrifice, right? Because when you're honest with yourself, you have to know that there's something that you might have to give up in order to achieve what you want to achieve, right? So that could mean 2 circles. That could mean a partnership. That could mean how you relate to things around you. That could also mean how you spend your money, right? Because if you start in this new business, if this new venture, you might have to think about things now. You can't just spend freely, right? Especially if you're working for yourself now. So just think about it. Contemplate. Success, right? Being honest with yourself. Listen to your intuition. You're on the right path. They want you to know that you're on the right path. Look at all this abundance that's coming. Look at all that. Joy, happiness. Look at this weird looking rock, right? All of that. Things unexpected. Unexpected abundance. Unexpected blessings that are coming just as a direct result of you having followed your dreams. That is good. 5 bamboo lotus. Be vulnerable, right? This is an awakening. So in your starting this spiritual business, monetizing your spirituality, there's a rebirth happening. There is a reawakening happening within your own soul. So you're not just doing this for other people, you're doing this for yourself too, right? To navigate the emotional issues that you may have had, right? This is healing you. You're healing other people and you're healing yourself at the same time. Ain't that how it always works? Striving for more, for greater, for change. But again, be willing to be vulnerable, right? And be willing to look at this. Look at the fisherman and look at the lotus. What do they have in common? Both of them are reaching, right? Reaching from above. They're both in a state of gratitude and they're both reaching for more. So they're telling you, keep reaching for more, right? You deserve it. This is all you, fire signs. Like, you deserve it. Be willing to be vulnerable. Be willing to put yourself out. Let's clarify this mushroom card. Another tortoise. Oh, another south. What? Another pine? This is crazy, y'all. 4 out of 144 cards. Even if they come up in the same spread, which does not happen often, the chances that they will come up right underneath each other. South, right? Pine is right here, and then tortoise is up here. That's crazy. 3 of them repeating. The good news is that it's good news. So the issues that you're having with trying to do something new, with taking your own path, right? It's going to require patience. That's all. Expect to be impatient with it. And then expect to learn patience. That's what they're saying, right? Patiently navigate your obstacles. Be patient. Success is coming. They really, really, really want you to know that. Look at this. Both south cards, well, 2 out of the 4, underneath the mushroom card, which has a guardian, right? Out the gate, they're saying it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy breaking away from what you've always done, or breaking away from what the people around you have always expected you to do, right? But there's success, there's happiness, there's joy. They want you to know that there's abundance. Be patient. And again, the pine, 2 circles pine. So this is about, it's the number 2 is about partnerships, right? Circle 2 is about money. So this may be telling you that it might be a good idea for you to even embark on this journey with a partner, right? Seek out partnership, seek out a mentor. Even if it's something, a solo venture, seek out somebody else who's doing the same thing, or who can help you, who can assist you, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be an older person, just a person who's stronger, a person who can motivate you, right? That type of situation. That's good. Could even be a younger guy. Could be a child, a brother. It could be anybody, right? A strong young man, a person who can propel you to that next level. Let's clarify the tarot artist. Loot. Finally, some new cards. I'm like, all this. Okay, so you got the 4 of Wands loop. Be patient and be happy. Be happy through your patience, right? Some of you may want to be musicians. Some of you may be like spiritual music that you're creating, or just music, like feel good music. It doesn't necessarily have to be like gospel or nothing like that. Or you could be even producers, music producers, things like that, songwriters. Yep, could be songwriting. This is an older man, but the loot is happy. So I feel like this kind of reminds me of the Fool, I guess, from what I've heard in tarot, right? But he's happy though. This is an old man who is doing what he loves, ultimately, right? And he's acquired wisdom, he has gray hair, but guess what? Ultimately, he's doing what he loves. And it was hard to get to that point, but again, in his old age, he is happy. So don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about how this is going to play out. Just be happy and have faith. 2 Wands sword. What did I tell you? I knew this card was going to come up. I felt it. I felt it in the pine. Sacrifice. Be willing to make sacrifices. Be willing to cut off things that no longer serve you, things that are distracting and draining to you, right? You have work to do, baby. A lot of it, apparently. But it's going to make you wildly abundant, and it's going to make you happy. But you got to get to it. You got to be ready to sacrifice some stuff and people and relationships. And then you got the 8 Circles tiger. Talk about being aggressive. An authority figure. Be the authority figure. This is you. You are the authority figure. You set the stage for your life. Remember that. This is what you want to do. This is your life. Look, first card is a unicorn. Last card is a tiger. Be honest with yourself. This is you, fire sign. You run this. Right? It makes me think of Cat doing, I say no. Right? We want to take control. We run the show. Like, you run the show. Right? That's what this is all about. Be happy. Make the sacrifices. Take control of your own life. It's going to work. It's going to work. Don't worry about it, fire signs. It's going to work. Like, for somebody, even if it's just one person, that was definitely confirmation for somebody that it's going to work. Like, the message could not have been clearer. Like, let them know it's going to work. Tell them it's going to work. Okay, so we are going to start with Aries after this quick shuffle. All right, Aries. 7 Circles insect. Angel number 16. Look that up, Aries. See if that resonates with you. So get to work, right? Insects get busy. The thing about the insects too, though, look, there's 2 of them. So again, remember I told you that partnership, it may behoove you to start this business, to get this project going with another person, or at least you got a mentor, somebody who knows, right? Because if you're on this low blade of grass, you just climbed. This ant has been here for longer, right? And it's climbed higher. It's the OG ant, right? So it might be in your best interest to seek out counsel from somebody else who's already doing it or who has done it, right? But insects get to work. The thing about the insect is that, particularly ants, they store things up for later dates, right? For fall, right? You have the story of the grasshopper and the ant, and the grasshopper just want to play, and the ant is working, and he doesn't see the results of his labor until afterwards, right? So don't be afraid of that, right? Don't be afraid of that, Aries. Do what you need to do now, knowing that you're setting yourself up for better later, right? And people may not see that. What are you doing? Why are you grinding so hard? You building your future, right? So that when fall comes, you all good, just like in the story. All right. Next up, Sagittarius. 2 Circles pine. There go that pine again, Sagittarius. All right, angel number 11. Ooh, look that up. See if that resonates with you. Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Write everything down. Be open to partnerships with a younger man. Like I said, just because they're younger than you don't mean that they haven't been doing it longer. Right. Don't mean that they don't know nothing. Seek spiritual counsel if you can. That just came up to me. Especially with 11 being a spiritual number. think about your money moves before you make them, right? Because again, this is a whole new world for you. So this is not the time for you to just be spending wildly and, you know, think about your investments before you make them. Because you may say, well, I need a camera, I need all this fancy stuff. Yeah, you might, but think about it. Really carefully plan out your financial plan, even, and your investing plan for your business and all that before you do it. And last, the message is strength, right? Know that you got it. You can do it. This is all you. Like, this is all you, Sagittarius. You don't have anything else to worry about. Let the information come to you. Let the divine downloads come to you, and then be willing to take action. Bam. Okay, last, I'm going to shuffle one more time. Leo. Insects again. So that was your message, Leo and Aries. Right? Angel number 16. Look it up. See if that resonates with you. And I saw 555. And I said that. So, Leo, you may not want to work with another person. So for Leo, I feel like your message honestly is a little different. You might be down here trying to figure it out, looking to the ground, using all your resources to the best of your ability. But you may be neglecting the assistance that's right above you, and you don't even know it. And here's the kicker. I was already going to talk about the number 7 and how it's about spirituality and mysticism, and divinity and things like that. So you could have this, they got you. You have a bigger aunt. You have a person, your higher self, and God sees what you're doing down here. Sees you toiling, because insects toil, right? And they want you to know that they are right above you working too, right? So they're working behind the scenes. They're working while you on the ground, while you in this realm doing what you need to do, toiling away at, you know, your dreams, your spiritual business. You got people. I'm like, how do I say this? Like, you got people, right? The universe got your back. They working just as hard as you are, right? And you just don't know it. You can't see them because you got your eyes focused where they need to be, on the ground. So just know that you good. And also look up angel number 1717, because that just popped up when I said that. All right, Leos. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out.